see what things you did well. So you want to keep doing those things that you did well. You want to take a look at what things challenged you. So if you didn't do well in a category, why not? What were you struggling with? I'm tired of complaining and doing nothing about it. If you really want it, you will do it. If he wanted to, he would. And then I'm like, do we apply that to ourselves? Like if we complain about our weight or we complain about our job, what do we do to kind of fix that if we really want something? Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I haven't had a face-to-face video in a while, so I wanted to come and say hello. So my name is T. For those of you that are new, I'm very happy to meet you. Thank you for joining my journey, and I hope you are starting your own on your 12-week year. My 12-week year is a little unorthodox. I don't technically do it like the book says to do it for several different reasons, but mostly because this way is easier for me and it's working. It doesn't have to be complicated to reach your goals. It doesn't have to be complicated to set your goals. My first video when I did the 12-week year and I explained how to set one up and how to set your goals was just to think about the thing that you complain about, the thing that you've wanted to change for years and you haven't. And then you think about what ways you can get there. If you don't know for sure, ask ChatGPT. It's my best friend. I said that to you last time. Ask about, what things in your life that you, maybe journaling might help. Start journaling. Or look back at a journal and see the things that may have ruined your day or things that made your day better and see how you can improve there. If you have absolutely no idea, after watching and listening to thousands of podcasts, motivational speeches, and speeches on discipline and productivity, things that they mention all the time are be more positive, have some discipline, get some exercise, drink some water, read some books that'll help you grow in many ways, spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, whatever. Books are just free advice from people who have been through things we might not have been through or things that we want to get to. I think those are the ones that I hear the most. Oh, and save money, of course. So seriously saving, that's my channel. That's where I started. But I quickly realized that starting with my finances, other things I needed to improve. So once I kind of got a hold of improving that, the ball just got rolling and I just realized I could do so much more. And why can't we all have the life that we want? But I really just want to encourage you to try doing a 12-week year. It has changed so much for me, both in just getting to know myself and improving myself and continually working on being better. Doesn't mean that you have to be doing anything wrong to want to do better. And that's where I am right now. I want to do better and I want to stop just saying that I want to do things and I want to take the steps to actually get there. In a lot of 12-week years, you look at how you've done the last week, but you don't change anything. And each week I'm trying to change a little bit. It just works better for me, I'm hoping. I don't really know. Is it working? I don't know. But my goal is to keep improving things to try to make the 12-week year easier for me so that I'm more likely to reach the goals that I have set. We all struggle with our own things, but I feel like if we have something to look forward to, something to reach for, we just have a reason to get up the next day and to be proud of ourselves. So if you saw my week 3, you will see that that week did not go well. It doesn't always go as planned, but either way, I still learn from that each week. So why I went to a 12-week year was I realized that resolutions didn't work. There are always people saying, I set a resolution to do this or that, and even myself. So I was setting resolutions every January, and by February, I wasn't doing any of them. I forgot what they even were. So my problem was I wasn't motivated, I wasn't disciplined, and I didn't write them down. So the 12-week year makes it very simple for you to do it, and it does work. It does work. You just have to be willing and committed to do it every single day, which I am still working on. I'm not going to give it up. I am not perfect. You'll see that my weeks don't always go great, but I do want to show you just a regular person trying to do this and trying to improve their life in small ways. Like I don't have great, big, huge goals right now, but right now I just want to focus on proving to myself that I can do the things that I say that I'm going to do, and I can keep the promises that I made to myself. And I'm just here to encourage you guys to do that too, because it does help. So I have been tracking my habits for the past month. So for all of May, I've tracked several different habits, but I am showing you the top 5 that I want to track. When I started the 12-week year, I had 3 goals that I wanted to reach. So the first goal was I wanted to lose 10 pounds in the next 90 days or the 3 months. So I wanted to lose those 10 pounds. I wanted to reach 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you have not yet subscribed, please do. Please like, please share. Please get the word out if you think this is a good idea and you like the way that I do my 12-week year. But the third was to save $1,000 between both my emergency savings or long-term savings and my Discover card that I'm trying to pay off. Hope this method works for you. It's a lot easier to score. Take 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to sit down and review your week. Score how many habits you've done and how many you haven't, and just see what you can improve on with that last week for the next one. See what things you did well. So you want to keep doing those things that you did well. You want to take a look at what things challenged you. So if you didn't do well in a category, why not? What were you struggling with? I actually continue to do that throughout the week because my memory is so bad, and I want to make sure that I'm taking my thoughts down accurately. So whenever I think of something or a reason that I didn't do something, I write it down in my challenges. Whenever I've had a great day, I write it down and figure out what went well about that day. So if the 12-week year sounds interesting to you and you want to see how I do it, please feel free to keep watching. I'd love to have you here. So let's get started. All right, so I found my habit tracker and scoring calendar. I made this specifically just for scoring my week. We are now finishing week 4. That was the 26th through June 1st. And we're following week 3, which was a very poor week. Like, that week did not go well at all. So I'm really hoping that this one is better. Goals again are to lose 10 pounds, pay $1,000 towards my priorities. So that's between my credit card and my emergency funds. Reach 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you for all of you that are new, that joined because of my 3rd week. Make sure to say hi if you're new. I would love to know where you're from and what brought you here. So the habits that I would track was to reach 7,000 steps minimum, and the goal was to do that 5 days a week. No screens at 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, so also 5 days a week. Use my planner 5 days a week. No dining out, so no fast food or restaurants. That goal is 5 times a week. To drink 60 ounces of water minimum 7 days a week, because that's a vital one. All right, so week 4. Number 1, let's see how we did with reaching 7,000 steps. Did not do it this day. Let's count how many days we did it. So we did it 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So 4 times 20, we got 80. Second goal, no screen at 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, or 5 days a week. We did 1, 2, 3 days, so that's only 60. Gosh, that's definitely one that I have been struggling with. Third is to use my planner. I do that every day, so that's 100%, and that one seems to be pretty easy for me to complete every day. The 4th one is no dining out. We did that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Yay! That's major. That is major, because that is probably the one that I struggle with the most, is not going out to eat. So very happy that I was able to do that. Number 5 is 60 ounces of water minimum. Yes, that is low, but I like to make reasonable goals for myself. I know what I struggle with, and I'm going to get there slowly. So for that, I did that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Also, no, that's not 100%. Let's see. That's 75%, but you know, that's okay, because that one I'm supposed to do every day, and I do absolutely need to do that every day. So let me first tally up how I did for the week. All right. %. So we're back up to what we were in week 2. So it's not the 85% that I want, but it is better, way better than week 3. And I'm hoping week 5 is even better than that. All right, so let's see what we did across each different category. So for the 7,000 steps, let's see. All right, 90% in 7,000 steps, so very happy about that. That's pretty good. That is definitely past goal. Now, no screens. %, under my goal of 85%, so definitely one that I need to continue to work on. And number 3, using my planner, I can already tell that's 100%. So that's one that I might not need to continue tracking. If I find that I'm not doing some things because of not tracking that or not using it, then it might have to go back. But for now, I think we're okay without it. So number 4, no dining out. 75%. Not great, but not the worst of them so far. 85%. So we met goal in 3 areas. We met goal in 7,000 steps. So goal again is 85% or more. We met goal in using the planner, and we met goal in drinking the water. What we didn't make goal in was no screens at 8 o'clock. So something I continue to struggle with. And that's only supposed to be Sunday through Thursday. I think I kind of have an idea of why that does not happen, so that's something that I have to improve on. So I'll go over that when I look at my wins and challenges next. Number 4, we did not meet goal in was no dining out, which I knew that was a struggle. Yeah, I knew that was a struggle, and honestly, I feel like it might be a struggle in June. I realized the whole month of June, I have 6 weeks where I'm in a summer semester. And apparently when the semester is shorter, the work is double. And I should have known that, but I did not. It's only my 2nd semester. So June is pretty much jam-packed with stuff to do. So let's go over what went well and what didn't in the month of May. I also, while I'm here, I'm going to total up how many steps first for week 4 and then all together. And you can see, after I realized how bad week 3 was, I definitely did more steps on that Sunday when I scored week 3. I literally did not leave the bed that day. That's hilarious. But we did do a movie marathon, me and my daughter, for that Saturday. So I did schoolwork literally in the house all day. Didn't barely move a muscle, but I got a lot of stuff done for school and YouTube, really. All right, so for week 4, we did 53,554 steps. That is the 2nd best that we've done for the month, so that's pretty good. It's improving. That's good. Let's see. So as far as weight goes, so I did weigh myself at the beginning of the month, and I weighed myself on the 1st, and I actually at that time had gained 8 ounces. So it's not a lot, but it's a gain and not a loss. So that means I only have 2 more months to lose 10 pounds. So definitely got to step it up there somewhere. Total steps, I just wrote that, 53,554. Credit card total paid. I need to go back and look at that, and I'm going to look at my sinking fund tracker and see how much that I've added to my emergency fund. And let's see. So car emergency and emergency fund, we started the month with $1,992.54. And we ended the month with $2,278.86. $2,278.86. Let's see what that amounts to. How much do we save? We saved $286.32. Right, and the credit card paid, I'm going to look into my app and see how much I paid in the month of May. Okay, so I took a look and I paid a total of $351.56 from my Discover card. All right, so let's see what the total here was. $351.56 and $286.32. $637.88 was a total. So from my $1,000 goal, $637.88 we have $362.12 left to go towards emergency fund and credit card. And that was just the minimum, of course. If I can save more and put more towards that, that's what I will do. What I think I'm going to do in the month of June is to focus on paying the credit card, because the emergency fund is at $1,000. Now, the goal is definitely to be at $5,000 to $10,000. But if I can pay that Discover card off, I can focus back on saving for the emergency fund and the car emergency fund. But so let's take a look at what went well and what did not for week 4. I do have sloppy handwriting, so I apologize if you can't see this, but I'm going over exactly what's there anyway. All right, let's see. All right, for week 4, we said the total score was 83%. So same exact as what it was for week 2. It's definitely a huge improvement from what we got in week 3. So I'm still happy about week 4 being 83%. The month average was 85%. Just write that here. Okay, because I probably will go back and look at this. But for this week, my wins were expense tracking, using my new budget sheets. I did try to film that for you, but again, like I said, the sound did not work, and I'll have to either do a voiceover. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing those. I used to do a lot of things on paper, and I'm slowly transitioning some things to digital, and I did want to show you guys how that worked out, because it did work out much better than it does on paper and much more accurately. So maybe I'll go back and show you guys how May went financially as well. If you're interested, let me know. Other wins were, when I used my planner, I was able to do tasks that I needed to do around the house immediately. So as soon as I got home, didn't change, didn't do anything else, I went to doing the chores or tasks that I needed to do immediately. Delegating some tasks to people that can help me. So whether that's my daughter or friends or family, that did help a lot. Sometimes some of us are afraid to ask for help, so I was happy that I did do that week. The week was productive. I developed a planner routine. I wanted to journal. I journaled more that week. That's what it was. Ate less sweets, and I stuck to my filming schedule. So those were all wins. Challengings. Schoolwork. The semester started this week. The semester started. Yep. Ab workout, I didn't do enough of those. That's not technically on one of the 5 top habits that I'm tracking, but it's still something that I wanted to work on. So what I wanted to start doing is setting the mat out at night and keeping time for different tasks. I don't even remember what that means, but I'm pretty sure that means I don't know what that means. We're going to move on. What do you mean? Challenge was a weight gain. That week is when I noticed that I had gained the 8 ounces. It could also be muscle, because I am using my treadmill and doing some cardio workouts too. That is one that I'm going to start tracking in June, how many times I did some intentional cardio work, as well as continuing to do my ab workouts, because that's one that I want to focus on. Oh, I've decided to also change my 8 p.m. no screen time to 8:30. I realized that 8 o'clock was really when I finally got to sit down, and I was doing my Spanish work at that time too. So 8:30 is a better time. I'm going to try that and see how that works. Improvements continued, because some of that was in the challenges. I want to track new priorities in the month of June. I mentioned that in week 3. No sweets changed to no candy. So in the month of June, I am going to focus on, at least for the first couple of weeks, on specifically not eating candy, because I find that is my biggest temptation. I want to eat less sweets and candy and cakes and pies and cakes and pies and cakes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cakes and pies.
All that stuff. So, because that is definitely something that I'm addicted to, and it could be a cause for me not being able to lose weight. So that's on one of my goals, and I want to make sure that I track that too. I want to wake up at 5:15. It gives me more time to do any of my workouts and to just prepare better. So I'm going to start tracking what time I wake up, or whether I wake up at 5:30. Try no TV the first week of June, so that's what I'm doing. I am unplugging the TV. I did write, or I did speak about last week, that The only time that I can watch TV is when I'm on the treadmill. Create a workout calendar. That's something that I need to set up. So whether it's the days that I'm working from home, am I going to do an ab workout? Am I going to do a cardio workout? Am I going to do a cardio workout at work by taking a walk? So now that that's done, we know what we did right. We know what we did wrong. I'm going to take my planner here. And in my 12-week year section, I'm going to write out what my results were. This is mostly so that at the end of the 12-week year, I can take a look at how all the weeks went all at once. So, all right, so basically for the month of May, the May score altogether was exactly 85%. So, yay. No, it wasn't. Was it? Yes, it was. 85%. So ultimately, for the month of May, although there were some things that did not go well, we reached our 4-week goal of 85%. Some things went well, some things did not go as well. All right, so that wraps up May. I really appreciate you watching. If you don't enjoy this kind of content and you want to continue to see the rest of my 12-week year, see what I improve, see what I change, and maybe some of these habits or these changes that I'm making can help you and give you some ideas on some things that you want to change yourself. But either way, I appreciate you for watching. I hope you subscribe if you are not already. Like the video, share, comment. Let me know how your 12-week year is going. Or if you are encouraged to start one, what is the first habit that you want to track? All right, thanks for watching and happy saving. Bye.